The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
They're here. ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? I always ask that of all my friends. I just like the sound of it.
How about it, you creep, you lunatic?
What is the deal, Raider Nation? Top of the morning. Happy Friday. Happy What the Fuck Friday. Let's do that shit. Happy What the Fuck Friday. This is the day, the debut of this motherfucking show. Welcome. Where Raider Nation gets to vent on anything you feel like getting off your chest so we can go into the weekend feeling refreshed. You know what I mean? Get all the bullshit off your chest. Let's do this shit, man. Top of the morning to everybody out there, man. Thank y'all for pulling up. Let's see which one of my family members is in the motherfucking chat. Of course, my dude, Raider Ben, is in the house. Yes, sir. Let me see. Let me start from the top. All right. We got motherfucking Farham in the house, man. Top of the morning, man. We're pulling in. All righty. Robert Pena in the motherfucking house. Let's go. Holly, what is the deal? Top of the morning, Miss Lady. Raider Ben, of course, my guy. It is a pleasure to have you here. Yes, sir. Let me see who else we got in this motherfucker. Yeah, I can hit that high note. In this motherfucker. Navy Vet 44, salute to you, my guy. Top of the morning to you, my brother. Thank you for being here, Eugene Powell. It is a pleasure to see you. Yes, sir. Let me see who else, man. Yes, we're going to go in, man. We're going to have guests this morning and everything. Raider Patches, my dude. Top of the morning. Pillaging just for fun. You already know. That's all we do. Just for the hell of it. JB on the good foot. What is the deal, man? Top of the morning to you. Thank you for being here. Yes, sir. Let's see. We have Raiders Down Under. What's the deal, my guy? My guy, what is the deal? Top of the morning. You feel me? How everybody feeling this morning, man? Let me see. Let me make sure I do not leave anyone out. Shit. Jorge C, what is the deal, man? Top of the morning to you. Thank you for being here, man. It's always a pleasure to see my people. You already know. Shout out to Raiders Allegiance. Yeah, he's in the house too. Yes, indeed. Loon, what's up, Loon? Hey, thank you for pulling up. Yes, sir. What else we got? This motherfucker being silly. That's all. Motherfucker just got up not that long ago. But I wasn't gonna let y'all down today. Fuck no. We doing this shit. Hey, 2 red rings, my dude. Top of the morning to you. Thank you for being here. Gabby, what's the deal, Gabby? Top of the morning. Thank you for pulling up. Yes, indeed. Happy Friday to you as well. Yes, indeed. Let's see what we got here. Oh, my God, Mike Guerrero. Top of the morning, man. Thank you for pulling up. Hey, the link is in the chat to everybody. Anybody that want to pull up and just talk shit, talk whatever's on your mind, whatever you want to get off your chest. Hey, we here for it. We here for it for real. All right. Shout out to the people that's watching, man. To those who are here that have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Please also, like Mike Guerrero say, slap them cheeks. Slap them cheeks, man. Let's get them cheek likes up. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a backstage guest. Yes, indeed. My guy, Ozzy Raider, is in the motherfucking house. What do you do, my dude?
You hear me all right? I'm using my phone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm at work, so I'm just
pulling
using
up,
my phone.
man. Yes, indeed. Yep, I got you. Okay. So, yeah, this is just a new show that I'm doing on the off season when the Raiders ain't playing. As you know, what I do during the season is Fuck Your Team Friday. Well, there's no team to fuck. So, we might as well keep our thing in our pants and just let off all the steam that we have, whether it's about the team, the ownership, the coaches, the players, whatnot, or even life. So whatever you want to talk about, man, we with it. And everybody in the chat, man, let me post that link once again for y'all. If y'all feel like pulling up, Mike, anybody that's not at work, drinking Mad Dog or whatnot in the corner in the broom closet, you go ahead and pull up, man, for real. Yeah, man, shit. What gripes I got? I don't really got a lot of gripes, but there's shit like it's pretty much like with me a wait and see what this team does, man. I can't really, you can't really get mad at the rumors, or I know a lot of people really don't like the thought or an idea of Mr. Brady coming here. There's other things in factor too, like there was what was the other thing I heard about? Well, they did say that they're going to, by all means, they're going to bring back Josh Jacobs. So I think that's a good thing. Period. They should.
We need him back for sure.
Man, you cannot let that man walk and not do anything with him. But from what I'm hearing, either they're going to come up with a deal with him, or they'll just franchise him and then try to work out a deal. Either way it goes, keep him in the silver and black. He is a Raider. You know what I mean?
For sure.
He made this little engine go. Let's say that shit with the offense.
He is the offense pretty much last year.
Yeah, so he's pretty much the bread and butter of what's gonna happen on his offense, man. He sets the tone. You know, this last year or this past season when he came in there and set the tone on the offense, we did good. Even all the wins we had, he was a big part of the win, even though there were few. But he was a big part of that for real.
I think we should be a big play action team.
You know what? Yes, indeed, and especially, it's going to be interesting with this quarterback position, man. What is the route they go? You know what I mean? I know we're all hearing Tom Brady and Mark Davis making it a priority to go after Tom Brady. We don't know. We can sit here and speculate all we want, but we don't know until it happens. So.
How would you feel if we miss on Tom Brady, we roll with Stidham, and then we drafted her?
That's the other route to go. You know what I mean? Like you just said, roll with Stidham, draft you a rookie. But you know what? Like it's the same situation with Carr though. When we drafted him, we didn't expect him to be a starter day one, but he earned it. So whoever we draft might come in here and do the same thing against Stidham. Who knows? Who knows how this plays out? It's a possibility. You might draft a dude that's real intelligent, can grab the offense quickly, and just have all the physical abilities to go out there and make things happen. So it'll be interesting what we do with the number 7 overall pick as well. You know what I mean? At quarterback. So it's options. There's a lot of options, but it's going to be interesting, man. Like you said, play action pass, that's going to be a big thing if you bring Josh Jacobs back, because a lot of teams are going to focus on him. After this year, all eyes on him. Hey, shout out to Tupac. All eyes on me, for real.
My thoughts are we have to take CJ, Will Levis, or Richardson, though.
You know what? Exactly.
They're my top 3.
I wouldn't be mad with Richardson, from Florida, either. I like the fact his stature in the pocket at 6'4". He's not a little dude at 235, I think he weighs. Strong arm. I've seen somebody do tape on him, and they were more concerned with his accuracy. But when watching the tape again and looking at those issues with him either overthrown or whatnot, he never stepped into the pass. He relied solely on his arm strength. So that can be corrected. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
I think you can coach that.
Yeah. But the raw the talent alone.
The raw talent.
Ability, you know what I mean? Because we see how the RPO is working with Philly when you got the right quarterback that can run that. You know what I mean? And if we have Josh Jacobs, so many defenses are going to focus on him that RPO will work wonders. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's my thoughts.
Man, that's going to be nice. And the play action, like you mentioned as well. Play action pass is going to be a big key as well. Hey, shout out to Joel E. What's the deal, man? Top of the morning. Salute to you. Yes, sir. It's nice to see you, man. Cassano Crowder, what's the deal, man? Top of the morning. Who's your brother? What'd you say? Hold on, who my brother? The one that the quarterback that has the dread. Who? The quarterback with the dreads was coming out of college?
Wouldn't that be Richardson?
That's who we're talking about, Richardson, if that's who from Florida. University of Florida. I think that's who you might be talking about. Yeah, that's who we just got to mention it, man. Hey, this dude is when they mentioned that Ziegler has an eye on this guy, man, hey, I see why. I went back and watched dude's tape and just looking at what he does naturally. You know what I mean? Because the natural stuff is the stuff you ain't gonna teach. The height, weight, speed type thing. You know what I mean?
And the way he runs too.
Yeah,
that fearlessness to run the ball.
Exactly. Exactly. So, and at number 7, he'll be there. I believe he'll be there. Some have him ranked as the fourth best or not best quarterback, but the fourth quarterback taken in this draft. Some would even say top 3. But you know that'll be all within the first 7 picks. So I would not. We'll have somebody. Somebody will be there for us to take. Do we take them? That's the question. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I prefer CJ or Richardson personally.
Yeah, even when Stroud or him, hey, I would love it, and I think either or will be there. So I think our quarterback woes will be as far as the future. That's what we pretty much are talking about, is getting somebody that can be the next in line for the the future of this franchise. Who's gonna lead us? You know what I mean? Right now we're just is it Stidham? Who knows? But we have him on the team now, so you might as well somebody that knows the system. It'll be nice to have him here if we did draft a rookie quarterback to also help that rookie come along as well. You know what I mean? With the system. Snoops, what's the deal, man? Top of the morning. Thank you for being here. Yeah, so that's another big thing. Defense. I think this all season will be big for this defense, because a lot of things are aligning for us to be able to correct a lot of wrongs in this defense with free agency as well as draft picks. And not to mention that you do have Patrick Graham, who is one of the coaches of what is the Senior Bowl, I think he's the coach of. So he gets to get insight, direct knowledge, and speak with these guys on defense, and also put them in positions to be able to analyze their ability to be able to come into our organization and fit into our defensive scheme. That's real key, to be an inside player like that Patrick Graham will have that ability. Now, a lot of people say off with his head, but I think you've got to give him the pieces. We know as Raider fans that this defense do not have the pieces needed to be successful. It is what it is. We even went down to, you notice when we did not have Chandler Jones or Perryman, what happened? Teams ran, especially with Perryman missing, with the tackles he provided, they just ran down our throat straight up the middle all day long. But without the good players on this team on defense, what do you expect? And it showed. It showed. This team, we lacking the talent we need on defense. But this is a perfect opportunity, though, with the money we'll have under the cap, as well as these 11 draft picks we have, not to mention the possibility of more draft picks depending on what you can move Carr for. If you can get a first-round pick for Carr, that's going to be, man, you can spend that 7 on a quarterback and then use that other first-round pick to go ahead and address the defense with a high-caliber defensive tackle or linebacker. You know what I mean? Or corner or what, you know what I mean? Don't reach, go for the best available player, but for your need, though. And there's a lot of needs on defense, so I don't think we can go wrong, to be honest with you. 2 red rings. You have to keep Stidham, and don't you have to draft a quarterback early if one of these quarterbacks is there at 7. That's talent you don't pass up on. You know what I mean? And like I said, the potential trade of Carr will give you another first rounder if you can get that, which I don't see why not. I think they'll get a first round pick. And you can still address your defense with a top, tier type defensive player in the first round as well. But you have to invest in your future. That's the most important. Don't just look at it as a quarterback that might not play this year or the next coming season, but look at it as you're investing into, your future. And at the quarterback position, you can play many a year. You know what I mean? It's not like running backs where their average shelf life is 4 years. This is quarterbacks that you get the right one, 15 years might be taken care of if you get that right one. You know what I mean? So 2 red rings, you have to make that move. And like we mentioned, if Stroud and Richardson is there at 7, you have to pull the trigger on that. You have to. You don't want to go into, because you're not knowing where you're going to pick next year. You know what I mean? You go into the draft next year, you don't know how well this team might do, and our draft pick drops all the way down, you know what I mean, to the bottom part of the first round. You know what I mean? The further you drop down, the lesser, from what, scouts and shit is going to look at, from grading them from college, the lesser the talent pool will be the further you get along in the draft. Not saying that you can't find a quarterback later that can come in and produce, Yeah, we have to address that, man. We can't just keep going every year wondering who's next to lead this team. Because right now we're in limbo. We don't know. We know Carr ain't gonna be here. We know Stidham is here, but is Stidham the future? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all, man. We got a new member in the house, man. Oh, G-Town 488. What is the deal, man? Top of the morning, man. Thank you for becoming a member of the Allegiance, man. I appreciate that, man. Hey, like I tell you guys, man, now that you're a member, there's a video explaining what the perks will be. There will be, like I said, there will be a new Cleophas and Stan reaction show coming. Funny as shit. So y'all stay attention or pay attention and stay ready because it's coming. And as well as you guys will receive a discount from the Allegiance store for the Shield and Glory clothing brand. There's a discount that's included for being a member of the channel. So just, hey, welcome to the family, man. Welcome to the Allegiance. You know what I mean? Appreciate that, man. Thank you for your support, for real.
Yeah, speaking of free agency, though, my ideal free agency would be like get Deron Payne, Jesse Bates.
Yeah.
Get a corner like maybe Cameron Sutton or someone like that, like $8 million corner.
See,
and then
exactly. You go with the
and then get Deion Jones for linebacker.
Okay. How would you feel about Hargrave from Philadelphia?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind him for DT if we can't get paid.
I don't know what the ticket on him is, but you know what I mean? Hey, that was one of the guys I mentioned as far as potential defensive linemen that'll be out there in free agency. You know what I mean? Let me see. Matter of fact, let me pull this up and I'll show you exactly what I was talking about. Because I know I named. Do I got my paper around here?
Because I think with the cap space we have, we can probably get like 5 players in free agency, like stud players.
Yeah, that's key. And another also is that what's this? January, the end of February or the beginning of March, they will announce the cap space or add it to the cap space because they got those big TV deals that's going to be available for us as well. I'm guessing. I said about 22 million. It could be more because that YouTube Sunday ticket deal is 2.5 billion a year. Now, not all of it gets profit shared amongst the teams, but a majority of it will go toward increasing the cap number. So it's interesting to see if we go from 208 to 230 or possibly more. If we go around 240, then
that's gonna be crazy.
Because
if that's the case with the Cars money off the books, we're gonna have like 90 million.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm alluding to because that's why it's very key this offseason that we can pretty much fix this defense to make it a middle of the pack type defense. Like you said, free agency is the key, and that happens in March. So we'll know then what veterans we get in here that can really come in here and hit the ground running, not have to be developed like a rookie will be, but at least you would have those cornerstone type foundational free agents you bring in here that once they sign the dotted line, they in there, they're starting day one. You know what I mean? Like Payne, Hargrave, and so forth. So, hey, this defense can really look, it will look different next year. I promise. A lot of people, absolutely. Yeah, there's people that's not coming back. We pretty much had to play this defense like put Band-Aids on it with these undrafted linebackers. You know what I mean? With Darian Butler and Masterson, which they did well. You know what I mean? Being undrafted, but you can still see there's a lot more they can do to get better. Hall's another one, which they gave him a 1-year extension, so he will be back next year. I like to see his development as well. Palomau at safety. I love his measurables at safety. So I look for him to get more PT and still continue to develop at that safety position. Because at 6'4", 4'3", I think he runs. Let me see, Palomau, the safety we got undrafted out of USC.
Yeah. Isn't he the son of or nephew of Troy?
Yes. And matter of fact, his uncle is the running backs coach of the Raiders too. So
that's true. Yeah, I remember
another key. But I at 6'4", man, his measurables is like being in a division where you got these tight ends that you face with, especially old Kelsey's ass. I would love to have a big safety on him that can keep up. You know what I mean? That's gonna work in our favor, man. Just to help guard that fucking dickhead Kelsey. Let me see. I was going to this real quick to look at this these players. Yeah, but Deron Payne, Hargrave. Matter of fact, let's just and what do we do with? And here's another question: at safety, are you happy with going with Trayvon Moore?
No, I think we should get Jesse Bates.
Move on from him, right?
Yeah, I don't think he fits the current Chiefs, to be
He
honest, because he
don't.
was a Bradley guy. He was a Bradley guy. You could
Exactly.
I'd trade him to the Browns.
And what do you think he would be worth trade value wise? What a third, fourth?
Yeah, third, fourth, maybe,
Because
because he's still got 2 years.
being under that rookie contract.
Yeah, because he's on the rookie contract for like 2 more
Yeah.
years, I think.
Yeah, and got that 5th-year option if any team wants to pick it up later on, but not right now because he's got he played 2 years already. He got a guaranteed 2 left with a possible 3, so he's under contract on a good deal. It's a rookie deal, So
Yeah, so team, I think the Browns are looking for a safety, so they might take him, and they run cover 3 from what I hear.
see, that'll be a man. So we potentially have more. Right now we have 11 picks as it stands. We got a potential of getting more, you guys. You know what I mean? This, like I said, if we can get a first for Carr, doesn't mean it's just only going to be a first. If they throw in a 4th or, you know what I mean, shit like that. Because we got, the middle of the draft, I really like the middle of the draft for all teams because that's where your meat and potatoes come from. Good depth. You find diamonds in the rough around the 4 or 5 type rounds as well. But to go into the draft this year, I think we have 3 5s, 2 6s, and 2 7s.
Something like that, yeah.
Not only do we have those that you can draft players, you can also package picks along with first, second, third round type picks to move up to really get a guy you really have an eye on. You got house money to play with. You know what I mean? And like I said, if we can move Morik and move Carr for additional picks, then you're looking at jumping from 11 where we're at now to a possible 13, 14 picks. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of moving you can do within this draft this year, and this draft is going to be good on defense. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Speaking of deep on defense, keep an eye on a guy called Surveyor Dennis out of Pitt, linebacker.
At a Pitt?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
linebacker.
Yeah,
okay.
and also the defensive end. I can't say his fucking first name for the life of me, but Balanado. Okay.
Because there was also somebody I seen at the Hula Bowl that the Raiders talked to a linebacker out of what was the college? I can't remember. It wasn't a big college.
Was it Tulane or something? Maybe Dorian Williams.
No, it was Green. Is it Eric Green something? I think it might have been Green. I'm drawing a blank. I thought I wrote it down. No, it's not that one. Fuck. Because I seen somebody talk about it that we brought in. There was 2 players we actually brought in to talk to from the Hula Bowl in Hawaii. And linebacker was one of them. So, like I said, I tell people, don't just focus on the name of the player and who the player is. Look at the positions, because the Raiders is telling you what they're looking for. So we know linebacker. Of course, we know linebacker is definitely a position that this team will be looking for because we're thin. We're so fucking thin. I mean, damn, it looks like LeBron's hairline. It's fucking thin. You know what I mean? After Perriman, it's like that's why we had to use undrafteds out there to play. We didn't have anybody, and that's another thing that we got to address is the depth on defensive line.
I was gonna say, Lane looks like our hairline.
Huh? My
that's it.
I ain't got one. Shit, we got linebackers. I ain't got a hairline, but we got linebackers.
We got the stubble. We got the stubble still.
Hey, I moved it on my chin. I moved it from my head to my chin. Shit. Hey, but yeah, the depth problem is a big serious need at like corner. We are not deep at corner at all. You seen when we
that's another position deep in the draft, though.
Bruh, oh yeah. See, and like you said, we can address some of that in the free agency as well as the draft as well. So there are, and like I said, with those picks we got like 5, 6, 7th round. With all those picks, we got 3, 5, 7 picks in the last 3 rounds of the draft. 7. So that's where your depth pieces come into. You know, good depth, good rotational players to come in and make this thing. And defense, like I said, defense is the main focus. Now you might grab an offensive lineman here. You can never, you know me, not have enough offensive linemen because injuries do occur. But I want, if we did do offensive line, I want free agency. I want a veteran that can play. And the tackle position is very important. I would love to have a offensive lineman that can play multiple positions on the front. You know what I mean? That just lessens the need of having more offensive linemen. Okay, we need a guard because this guy only plays tackle. No, if this guy can play tackle and guard, then that limits. Because you figure when we come down to roster cuts next year, you're only going to carry over 53. If you can get offensive linemen that can play multiple positions, then that opens up positions of need to go into an active. 46 is what you can actively have on your roster during game day. So you're going to have players available, and injuries in the trenches, that happens. Especially those big dudes, man, what they call them, the big uglies. Whereas knees, ankles, shit like that happens in the trenches because there's a lot of feet and bodies around as well when you're blocking and trying to protect the quarterback. So that will open up the ability of either bringing like another defensive lineman on game day, a safety if we're thin at safety, or corner if we're hurt at corner. We need bodies. That opens it up. So I like, and I believe the same thing with McDaniels liking offensive linemen that can play multiple positions. It makes sense. So
Yes,
it's going to be
speaking of-
interesting.
Yeah, speaking on that though, I wouldn't mind getting a guard in the draft as well. For just someone to develop with Parham.
Yeah, because we got to look ahead. You know what I mean? I'm speaking of as far as right now, the good veteran to come in and plug in and play.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And not have to wait on them to develop. So
that was the guy that was Ravens.
In the draft, and with these draft picks we got, we can get them.
No, Ben Powell's in free agency. He plays for the Ravens.
Oh, and he's a free agent?
Yeah, he's a free agent this year.
Oh, okay. Okay, so there's a lot to look at. I was even talking about wide receiver. You know what I mean? There's some wide receivers out there. I mentioned one dude, a big dude. He's built like a tight end. Got speed on him out of Green Bay, and he's a young dude. Because the free agents I look at youth. I look at availability, so how many games they play.
Yep.
I look at production.
Yeah, I look at that. Yep.
And
Same here.
they got some good. There's some good free agents out there, man. There's stuff that we can bring in and that can help. Because you get a big target, and this dude is 6'4", if I remember right, at wide receiver. So
wide receiver, tight end.
Like a Mac Hollins, but you know what is Mac Hollins gonna get in free agency? That's what you know what I mean? So Mac is gonna get money somewhere. Somebody's gonna give him money at 6'4", his height, and then also you would have to bring him back because of his special teams play. You know what I mean? But what is it gonna cost you? You know what I mean? That's the whole key. What is the ticket on Mr. Mac Hollins? We gonna see. Free agency kicks off in a couple of months. Shit, actually, we going into February now, so shit, we hit March. It's on. You're gonna hear a lot of names being tossed around. What say you, chat? What you guys are interested in as far as what do the Raiders need to do in free agency? Let's talk about free agency and not the draft, because we don't know how that's going to unfold. But the free agents, we're a player just like all the other teams in the league to play on this free agency, and then money-wise, we will have some cheddar, some fatty. Shout out to E40, some Gouda, some cheese. I'm saying, y'all, some cheese. Pyro, what's the deal, man? Top of the morning to you. Thank you for pulling up. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. Like I said, it's going to be very, very interesting on what we do. I'm excited. I want to see what this team can do to improve. And that's all we want. We want this team to be better. You know what I mean? In order to get better, they got to do better, y'all. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Oh, shit, my guy, man. What is the deal? Greg, you're in the house, man. Top of the morning. Trey Moore to the Colts. Now, that makes sense. That's a good destination for him as well. But here's another thing. And like Ozzy said, the Browns is going to need a safety. He's a nice young safety. Does not particularly fit what we're doing, but still has 3 years left on a deal, a rookie deal. So you got to remember all that money that Cleveland spent on their jack off artists at quarterback. They're gonna need some cheap, you know what I mean, players on that 200-something million fully guaranteed. Just hope he don't steal on nobody.
Yeah, that's why I picked the Browns, just because I think the Browns are in a bit of a cap situation, so they want a young, cheap safety.
And that's a good point too. You got D Menace, what's the deal, man? Tops to you. I gotta make sure I ain't missing nobody, man. I'm up here running my mouth. Hey, if any of you guys want to pull up, man, hey, feel the need, man. Come talk about whatever, man. Like I said, it's Friday. Y'all might be at work. Don't let your boss catch you in the broom closet talking on your phone. Sam Tanker, what's the deal, man? Tops to you. What you saying? I'd save the last rounds for O-line. Nah, you can get O-line in the last rounds, but we got too many last rounds. We don't spend 7 draft picks on offensive linemen. You got to get depth at other positions as well. But we do need depth. Offensive line, like I said, a good rookie. You know what I mean? I wouldn't address the offensive line. Well, you wouldn't have to start. You know what? There was also rumors that fucking even our safety, or not safety, but a center could possibly be moved. So you hear rumors like this. Is there any validity behind it? We don't know. It's a lot of shit going out there because it's off season for us at least, and we don't know exactly what's going to happen. We hear rumors, but with our Raiders, as we know, the way the front office gets down is that you don't know what's going to happen until it happens with us. They don't leak shit out. I like that though. I like that, the fact. In the draft too, we don't know who we're going to draft. We're going to be on the clock, and I'll be damned if one of these analysis that's there at the draft saying, I got information that the word on the streets is the Raiders is going to draft. No, you don't know that shit. You don't know that shit. Because last year in the draft, hey, we had to wait until the selection was made. And I was at that motherfucker. When they got fucking Zamir White, I didn't know who the fuck we was taking. And they had that family come up on stage and the little girl said, Zamir White, Georgia. I was like, oh shit, running back. Zeus. So, I mean, that's another thing. What do we do with running backs? We should be all right with the stable of running backs. Bringing Josh Jacobs back. You still have Zamir White. You have Brown. Who else? Don't forget we stashed away Sincere McCoy. Sincere. Hey, pay attention to him, y'all. I'm telling you guys, this man's lower body strength is amazing. He was squatting, I think, 5 something, and he's not like a big running back. He's short in stature, but you know what I mean. That lower gravity part, that being able to break tackles first contact is going to be there, just because of his lower body strength. So that's a good key. What kind of role does he play? He'll be a role to come in there, you know what I mean, and relieve some of the starters. You know what I mean, but we still have to get Josh back, man, by hook or by crook. You know what I mean? We got to go in the middle of the night, get the duct tape, bound him up, and hey, bro, you're a Raider. You ain't going nowhere. we got to kidnap him, keep him in the silver and black. Oh, man. Yeah, so yes, indeed, man. Let me see, make sure I ain't forgot nobody pulling up, man. Hey, shout out to the 39 people watching. If you are not a member of the channel, you can do that. If you have not subscribed, you can do that. If you haven't hit like, you can do that as well. This is a smorgasbord of options. You know, we're running the RPO here, man. You know what I mean? You can subscribe, become a member, or hit like. Hey, you have it your way, like Burger King. You feel me? Shout out to Burger King. We shouting out food. I need a check. Burger King, I need a check. What's the deal? Raiderzilla, what's the deal, man? Top of the morning to you. Hey, thank you for being here, man. It's always a pleasure to have everybody here, man, rocking with us on this Friday morning. You know, the debut of What the Fuck Friday. G-Town, my guy, man. Salute. Yes, indeed. Make sure everybody in here. I got the link in the chat for those who want to pull up and just, you know, talk whatever you want to talk about, man. You know what I mean? We're on for an hour this morning, man. Time is ticking. We got 20 minutes. You know what I mean?
Just answering the, I think he said I'm the Bay. He was asking about a punt returner or whatever. I like Trey Tucker out of Cincinnati.
Cincinnati?
Get him in the last. Yeah, get him in the last round, like 7th round.
And those were those picks come in handy. Hey, exactly. Special teams. I overlooked special teams. My bad, y'all. My bad. But that was a good. Hey, that's a good point though.
He's a receiver, but he runs a 4.29.
Yep. So, he does, huh?
Yeah, and he needs work on his route running, but he's a punt kick returner.
Shit, he'll be on a good team to teach him route running with Devontae Adams and Renfro.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's a good wing to be up under to be tied.
Because imagine this. Imagine if you have Devontae Adams, then whoever you have at wide receiver 2, then you got Darren Waller and Hunter Renfro, and then you got a 4.29 speedster on the other side.
Man, it's sad what happened with Ruggs, y'all, but man,
it doesn't matter who you got. One of them's got to be in a one-on-one matchup.
Yeah, exactly. And
imagine leaving a 4.29 guy in a one-on-one matchup. If he burns their guy, then it's game over.
That's exactly what he would get too with Devontae out there. They can't afford to not put double on Devontae. You know what I mean? Oh, and we do need that receiver to take the top off, man. Hey, we missed. Can you imagine if we still had Ruggs with Devontae Adams? Can you imagine that shit? Fuck.
That's why I have a feeling we need to replace that speed that we had with Ruggs.
Yeah, it hurts us. Because how many... You go back and you watch last season before that incident happened with Ruggs. Look at the games Ruggs just beat this dude for touchdown. And he can catch. It's not like Hayward Bay all over again that had speed but no hands. Ruggs had hands. You know what I mean? He had walk-offs for just...
Yeah, look at Miami.
Yeah, man, Miami, what about the Jets? Remember the Jets game?
Yeah, I was just saying, like, look at Miami, how they got 2 speed.
Oh. Yeah. That's
how much it just makes shit so much easier.
Yeah, it's so much of a difference when you have a speed guy. And then as well, like you guys are talking about, we can use them in special teams. That kind of speed.
Because I watched some film, and I can't remember who he's playing, but there was one part where he was doing kick and punt returns for Cincinnati. So.
You know what? Let's take a look at this shit. What was his name?
He's got to work on his hands. Trey Tucker.
Look this shit up real quick, man.
He's not a big dude. He's like 5'9", about 170 pounds.
Hey. Yeah, a little speedy guy.
Little speedy guy. But that's why I put him on special teams for 1 year, bulk him up before I play him at receiver.
Let's see here. Yeah, I need to start. I need to really start looking at these damn potential picks and position and get ready to draft, y'all. Because this is where we can finally get this shit right. We finally get a 1st and 2nd round pick this year. You know what I mean? We got multiple picks, and the defense is solely the main focus. We know this. The offense is there. We got the pieces. Maybe add a few pieces of offensive line to keep, you know what I mean, the quarterback clean in the pocket, and to continue on to be part of this organization with years to come as well. Oh yeah, it's gonna be nice. Why you gonna do that shit? Yeah, I'm gonna have to do my due diligence and start looking at these players. Now, what about what position would I drawing a blank?
Linebacker, corner.
Not just the middle linebacker. Do we do Perryman? Do we bring Perryman back, or do we just go ahead and replace him?
I think we're replacing, especially if we can get Henry Tutu.
Okay. So yeah, if you can get him, then yeah, we'll be solid at that the middle linebacker spot as well. There was also a defensive end I looked at. He's not just a defensive end; he plays interior as well. Big dude, young dude. Damn man, I wish I had my fucking where my shit at, man. I did all this damn work.
Was it Will McDonald?
Hold
Or
on, I still got the card on it. I'm let me bring it up real quick. Let me get in here and find out where I put it. Let's see. That is allegiance. We're gonna go into. Okay. I'm gonna find this shit right now, and then we'll go down along. And then we'll just talk about each one, and I'll show you the guys that I looked at. Like I said, I always look at youth, availability as well as production. Okay, that was Friday the 13th. It was just recently I did one. Okay, what is this one? Real quick. We can. I got this shit. Let me see. Yes, sir. Which card is this one I made? This one is okay. Free agent defensive tackles. Let's bring this up. I got it still. And these are the guys that I was looking at in free agency that we could possibly target, as well as keeping our own guy. Now, as you can see here are the free agents that I got potential, and like I was telling you about Hargrave, and then as you see we got Deron Payne, and then the other guy I was looking at was Shy Tuttle from New Orleans.
yeah, I don't know much about him. I was looking at him, but I still had to film. He's good.
He was solid. His as you can see below him is his stats from this past season. He played in all 17 games, 49 tackles, had 26 solo with 2 sacks. But that's just like a third out. He's a young dude, as you can see. At what is he? 27 years old, 6'3", 300 pounds. You know what I mean? A good, nice young dude. But the main two ones we talked about, Payne and Hargrave. These guys are also young as well. But you know, Hargrave is gonna take a pretty penny to get him, and then I think Payne too is gonna get that money. But you see their production; both of them had 11 plus sacks. They played it every game. You know what I mean? 60 plus tackles, 30 plus solo. Both of those dudes, or that'll be the first 2 main guys for DT at free agents that I would look at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
I would keep Tillery. Tillery keep him because I like what he was showing. You know what I mean? But yeah, if we can land Hargrave or Payne in the free agency, what? Man, and Payne, I love Payne. I love Payne for watching his tape, especially being so young. You know what I mean?
That's right.
320.
That's right. If we get Payne, I'm making a major Payne meme about it.
Oh, hey, that'll be major Payne for real. That'll be dope for real. Man, but yeah, he got nice size at 320, boy. That's a nice clog in the middle. You know what I mean? Plus his pass rushing, I was watching his tape. I'm like, okay, I see you. And at 25, like I said, you're young enough to you still haven't hit your ceiling. You know what I mean? And we're looking at 11 and a half sacks you had, you know what I mean, last season. So it's gonna be interesting, my guy. It's gonna be interesting. I had some other people too. Let me check out this other shit. Let me see. What is this one? Yeah, I need to put these motherfuckers. Okay, here go the free agent wide receivers that I was talking about. Let me bring this shit back. Why did I X out this shit like that? And then also I was throwing in, showing like their 40 speed and then their salary last year, so you can see that the guy I was talking about is this dude here, which is he played with Green Bay last season, Alan Lazard.
Oh yeah, I know Lazard.
250. He's like built like a tight end, but he's a wide receiver because look, the dude's not slow at a 4.55 40 at that size. You know what I mean? But you can also think if, like the rumors out there floating, well, not rumors, but you know, people talking about we possibly could move on from Waller. If you moved on from Waller, would you go with another Waller type possibility with Lazard? You know what I mean? He could play a wide receiver, but he has that tight end size though. You know, 6'5", 250 when he's running a 4.55 40.
Yeah, damn. No, that's a good option too on the outside for
Man.
sure.
And that's another red zone target as well. And you could possibly, even if you keep Waller and Mac Hollins leaves, shit. And look at his salary. Last year he did make 3.9 million last year. But I mean he's not an old dude. He's 27, and his
I
durability.
think he was wasn't he like Aaron's main target at one point?
I think he was, because if you look at his stats, he did have 788 yards. You know what I mean? So, and that was on 60 receptions. And then like before him, I also have Jacoby Myers from
I like Jacoby.
Patriots. Yeah, 6'2", 200. You know what I mean? Good production, 804 yards on 67 receptions. Played 14 games. And he had 12. Let's see, what do you have?
When did
He
they
averaged
draft Jacoby?
Who?
Because Jacoby would have played under McDaniels before, right?
Yes, because that would have been last season. But he's a
Yes,
free agent. You know what I mean? So that also the Chiefs, Juju Schuster. Would you you know what I mean, think about that, going that route?
If he's a wide receiver too, I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Wide receiver too.
Yeah.
It'll be you know, instead of, if you don't bring Mac Hollins back, bring one of these guys in and pair him up with Devontae Adams. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah, definitely. Schuster and Adams at the same time would be pretty deadly.
man. So yeah,
I think Juju is more of a wide receiver too. Like he played better when he was with Brown on the other side.
Yeah, exactly. With Pittsburgh.
Yeah, in Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that too. So I'm looking at another complementary piece to our offense. Because Mac Hollins is a free agent, as you see. He's another option. We could bring him back, but he did make $2 million last year. So what's the asking price for him next season? You know what I mean? You know, at 690 yards this past season, 57 receptions, had a 12.1 receiving average, which was up there with the rest of these free agents. So he did solid. Schuster almost had 1,000 yards receiving this year, and he's still playing. You know what I mean? Postseason. So that's another option we can look at. Another option we can look at. Let me get this. I got another one too. I think I did. What else I did one on? Let me see. I think I might have did all the ones I. Oh no. Here we go. Let me see. What position group is this? Okay, I was looking at outside linebackers as well. So here go the free agents that's out there. They got some good youngsters too at linebacker that could come in as well. So the free agent linebackers I was looking at was also from the Saints was Caden Ellis, 6'3", 238 pounds, 27 years old, played in all 17 games, 74 tackles, 43 solo with 7 sacks. 7 sacks and 2 forced fumbles.
That's not bad. That's pretty.
And look at his salary. Look at his salary last year. He was only $649,000, so he won't be an expensive option. Ladies and gentlemen, I do have a guest backstage. You already know this man, Raphael, the Ninja.
Yo, what's up?
What's the deal?
Hey, I'm very good. I just took a. Hey, I'm very good. I just took a cup of coffee, and right now I'm just working like in the Easter time. I just woke up like 9 a.m. But right now it's very important to see how we focus on about the energy, and of course this couple of things like that, and I love that.
Yeah, that coffee get you up, boy. That's eye popper.
Oh yes, it kept me up. Yes.
Yeah, I like that. I like making my coffee strong.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of energy about it. Yes.
Man. But talk about these outside linebackers.
Yep.
Buccaneers got what you call it, Anthony Nelson, another 25 years old, 6'7", 271, and look at what his production was. 6 sacks last year. He's a free agent. Now that's an outside linebacker or defensive end as well. That's what his measurables at 6'7", 271. Shit. Shit, he's only 25.
That's like Max Crosby size right there.
Man, and look at his salary though. He was only 825,000 or 23,000 last year. So it's not going to break the bank.
Yeah.
You know, now possibility these are guys that team will bring back, but these won't be players I don't see being franchise tagged. You know what I mean? So hey, there's a lot of shit we can do with this defense, man. For real. You got a homeboy from let me see who else we got. Eldon Roberts, 6'1", 238, outside linebacker, 16 games. He had 100 tackles with 68 solo with 5 sacks last year.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
That's a good run stopper right there.
Yes. And then I can't pronounce this dude from the Texans. Obania, Oko, whatever the hell. Outside 6'2".
That's for the Houston Texans.
The Texans, yes.
Okay.
And he was productive. He had 43 tackles, 32 solo with 5 sacks. I'm looking at the sack
gotcha.
totals.
I gotcha. That was the name. That was the name Ogunobia Okoronobo because that was an African move. That was an African
say
name.
that shit. Spit that shit there, Ralph. Hey, say that shit again. What's his name?
Ogbonia Okoronobo.
Oh, you got that shit. I'm gonna have you on the show every day when I talk about this dude.
Yes, because sometimes it gets difficult with the African names or maybe international names. But yes.
Is he from Nigeria? Nigerian, huh?
Oh yes, it is from Nigeria. Yes.
Okay. Yes, indeed. Raider Room, what's the deal, man? Salute to you. Top of the morning. Else we got Raider patches. Make sure I got all y'all Raider being. Oh, you going live for his 80th birthday? Motherfucker 80 with a championship? All at the same time as Black Saturday? Oh, I'm there. Hey, Ben, I got my shit in the refrigerator. I got that 2020, bruh. I hope it gives me 2020 vision. Cause I sure the fuck ain't got that.
Man.
But yeah, man, hey, there's free agents in this season, man. I'm telling you that we can go out there and grab it. It's not gonna break our bank. You know what I mean? Oh shit.
Yeah, another position.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gather around. We got Mr. Raider motherfucking Ben in the motherfucking house.
Yo, can you hear me?
Ben.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, Ben. Yes.
I'm at work, so I just wanted to come up here and give you guys a little bit of an update. So that particular content creator that we were going to wait until next weekend to expose, this can't wait, bro. We're exposing him tomorrow night. I got all my ammunition locked and loaded. All my receipts are ready to be put on a silver platter for the nation. And then Hammer's house is having his birthday stream at the same time as Black Saturday. So if they don't cancel that stream, we're going to fuck them up, bro. So that's the plan, bro.
Yeah.
We're exposing a Raider fan. This exposure may be bigger than Doc's.
Are you
just
fucking
keeping
serious?
it real. This may be bigger than Doc's. Yeah, because it's somebody that's been smiling at my face for a long time. At least Doc's made it known he didn't like me. This dude's been acting like he's liked me for a long time, bro. We got him talking shit and threatening me behind the scenes out of his own mouth. So we're playing everything. Yeah, we're playing everything, bro. So I just want to come in. I'm on a smoke break. I'm at work. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys, man. Let you guys know what's going on.
Shit, I'm there.
And I love you. I love this shit, bro. I'm really busy at work, so I haven't really been in the chat. But I'm listening to you guys for sure. Talk that shit.
Okay.
Yes,
Right
sir.
on. All right. Y'all heard it. Tomorrow night it goes down. Black Saturday. Raider Ben's channel. You already know the business. You already know the business. Hey, shout out to everybody that's out there, man. You see.
Yeah, but the fun fact about this player for Ognobia or Okunbowo, he was playing at the Los Angeles Rams between 3 years, and he was playing for a 1 year deal at the Houston Texans. And of course, he was born in Nigeria, but he was raised in Gainesville, Florida, because that's obvious. Because that was the biggest decision, at least for eternally, not to resign it because he was signing for only 1 year, and he was productive, like 44 combined tackles, 5 sacks, 9 tackles for loss, 11 quarterback hits, 2 back press breakups, and a forced fumble through 17 games, which it has started. But
Yeah.
of course, when we get the decision, it's not their hiring about it, but he was a lot of experience playing as a stand-up pass rusher and a down lineman. Even
Okay.
that concept for Bill Parcells that how to hold the fort of Ovo, which is the nickname for Obo, will definitely acquire to fill that role as the company a young pass rusher behind them.
Yeah. Okay. Look at my guy Ralph came in with the the little
Yep.
side note, man. And you can pronounce his name.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I be butchering that shit up, man. But hey, please do not say my name no more, please. I'm like, all right, bro. I'll just hold up a picture. This guy here. But yeah, hey, we have options out there that we can be a big player with the money we'll have under this cap to go ahead and fill holes of need. No pause. Fill holes of need on defense. Fill holes of need with the D. No pause. No pause. We filling the holes with the D. Oh my God. But yes, sir, man. Hey, this shit, it's gonna be interesting. I can't wait till March. March should lay the blueprint for what we're gonna do in the draft, because if we can fill needs in free agency, then the draft is gonna be that much fun. Go out there and really grab some shit, you know what I mean, that can come in here and develop into some stars, some all pros. That's what we need, some hitters on this defense. You know what I mean? We need a bunch of Max Crosbys. That's what we need. We need a bunch of Max Crosby. What can we find
More
in
than
the
the
later round?
linebacker, also the defensive tackles, which is most important.
Yes. And we see, like, with Hargraves and Payne, we can address that as well if we get lucky to get, either or. You know what I mean? Hey, we can come off the bat. Bro, I'm telling you, if we can grab one of these linebackers, one of these tackles in free agency, you got to spend money. Why not spend money on something we need? You know what I mean? So it's going down.
About it. Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I'm thinking about it. Why they want to waste money on quarterback? So they need to spend money on defense, because that's the most thing that I worry about it. Because
Yeah.
we need more than interior, also the defensive tackle, linebacker. We had to spend money or more defense instead spending money in a quarterback.
Yeah. So, I mean, hey, it's like I said, it's going to be very interesting to see the moves that we make, because that's going to tell us what the fuck they have in store, what they're trying to do. You know what I mean? If they make some dumbass choices, then I'm going to question it, like, why in the fuck? Why did you draft another running back in the second round?
Another thing to keep in mind is they can backload contracts too.
Yep. And see, this,
We have 119 million next year.
Oh, 119?
Oh,
Yeah, once Carr comes off the books, we've got 119 million dollars in 2024.
Man, and not to mention where that cap goes. Pay attention. At the end of February, beginning of March is usually where they readdress the cap situation of the league as far as how much new money will be available. And there's going to be a lot. I'm telling you, that fucking YouTube deal was big with the Sunday ticket, with $2.5 billion a year is what they're paying the NFL to have the ticket. So that's going to be in big play. But how much of that will be allotted to the teams for the cap? You know what I mean? That's the question. That is the question. But hey,
oh yes.
Raiders is going to be in a nice position with money, draft picks. You know what I mean? Oh my God. It can work out. It can work out lovely.
It definitely got to work out. Yes.
As long, like I said, all we need is a defense that's middle of the pack. We not bottom half. We need somebody that can get stops. You know what I mean? We need some 3 and outs. Get the ball back to this high-powered offense. You know what I mean? I think defense was on par this year. A lot of those close games we lost would not have been losses. You know what I mean? Because it came to stopping the other team from scoring, stopping the other team from going into the second half when we're up 20-0 at halftime, and then giving up more points in the second half. A lot of that shit is focused on the defense's faults. You know what I mean? But you can't blame it though. We knew what we have on defense. You know what I mean? We know we're not up to par talent-wise on defense to be a player as one of the top defenses in the league. But if you make your moves right this off season, hey, that can be fixed. It can be fixed. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hey, we're going to go ahead and shut this down, man. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys. To those watching who are not subscribed, please subscribe. Please slap them cheeks. Also, man, leave a comment. Let's get the algorithm going so YouTube can suggest videos such as this to other people looking for Raider content. I'd like to thank each and everybody for coming. Before I go, Ozzy, let them know how they can get in contact with you and support your movement.
Yeah, you can find me Ozzy Raider on IG and also Raiders Down Under on YouTube.
That's right. Hey, Raphael, let them know how they can reach you and what you got going as well, my guy.
All right, so you can find me on YouTube as Raphael Chesson, and of course, I brought a little bit something special for the football fans soon. And of course, salute to everybody else, Lunatic Raider, and much love and respect to all these Raider Nation right there. Always much love and respect for El Capitan Raphael. So salute to y'all.
That's right. And shout out Raider Ben. Hey, to those tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. It is Black Saturday. You guys do not want to miss this fucking show tomorrow night. If you miss it, I'm gonna fuck your side bitch and take her from you. So with that being said, man, hey, you guys don't forget. It's one nation, y'all. Without you, there's no me. Without us,
Only
there's no
one
nation.
nation.
There's only one nation. The motherfucking Raider Nation. You got that? So you guys enjoy your Friday.
Don't
Be
fuck
blessed.
with the Raider Nation, homie.
Man, say that shit. Say that shit. You guys go
Don't
ahead.
fuck with the Raider Nation, homie. Let's go.
You guys enjoy your Friday, man. Be safe. Make it back home to your loved ones, man. And we'll do this all again, man. I will be on. I'll go to Raider Ben shit tomorrow night as well. Later on or tonight, we have the Dirty Lunatic show, as well as tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Pacific, 2 a.m. Eastern. It's the Dirty Lunatic show tonight and tomorrow. Hey, pull on up, man. Let's have fun with this shit, man. And remember, Black Saturday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific tomorrow on Raider Ben's channel. It is going down. Y'all don't want to miss this one. So with that being said, I'm Lunatic Raider. This is Raiders Allegiance, man. Hey, I'm out this. B.I.H.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? I always ask that of all my prey. I just like the sound of it.
How about it, you creep, you little